everybody? This is Jack Delaney of YourFantasyFootballCoach.com. And with all the kind of craziness that is going on with the running back position, LeSean McCoy to the Bills, Le'Veon Bell facing a possible 4-game suspension instead of a 2-game suspension, Adrian Peterson maybe going to the Cowboys. There's a lot going on with the running back position that I want to see how the public is kind of viewing that in drafts. Now, this is super early, and you can't fully rely on this when the season comes around, but this is just kind of an early view to see what people are doing. So this is a mock draft, our standard scoring league, and we have a nice full draft here. Oh, okay, and Le'Veon Bell goes off the board at number 1. So what we're looking is LeSean McCoy, where he's going to end up, and I'm interested to see Adrian Peterson and DeMarco Murray as well. It looks like he's going to be leaving Dallas. Colts have been a supposed landing spot for him, Cardinals. Like I said, there's just a lot of rumors and stuff that we have no idea what's going on. So just kind of doing these drafts, it kind of gets you in the mindset of other people and lets you see what you could expect. So it looks like somebody's going to time out here. Eddie Lacy is the number 2 pick. So it's 2 running backs off the board, which is normal and standard scoring. Jamal Charles is number 3. And I'm still interested that Le'Veon Bell went number 1, even with a possible 4-game suspension. So every draft is going to be different, and once that final verdict does come down, things will obviously change, but at least for this draft, the perspective is that he's worth a number 1 pick. Okay, Marshawn Lynch, who just recently, and there's Adrian Peterson. Marshawn Lynch just finalized a deal with Seattle, and so we have Adrian Peterson as number 5, so it's a big run on running backs right now. So at the 6th spot, we'll see if we see our first receiver off the board, and there's DeMarco Murray. I'm surprised that Gronk, he's not off the board yet after his season. Okay, then we got LeSean McCoy at number 7. So it's all running backs right now. And there's Matt Forte. And if we look at our list of running backs, Arian Foster's still in there. And you see that kind of Matt Forte goes. Okay. There's Odell Beckham. So probably Arian Foster. And then wide receivers. It's my pick. I'm going to take Antonio Brown at this spot. I think he's too good to pass up there. There's not a ton of running backs I like at that spot. I think you're going to overpay for any of those guys on there in the first round. I don't think C.J. Anderson or Jeremy Hill are worth first-round pick. We'll see what he thinks in the final spot here. Calvin Johnson, which makes sense. That's a great spot to land him. There's Dez Bryant. And still, I'm not in love with any of these running backs. So, probably take Jordy Nelson at this spot. I think that's a pretty incredible deal to grab Antonio Brown and Jordy Nelson right here. So, I'm not going to go through the rest of this. I'm going to put it on computer draft for now. But I just kind of wanted to see what everybody's reaction kind of was. So, Le'Veon Bell went first, even with a minimum of 2 games. Maximum of 4. Marshawn Lynch, after his new deal, he's right up there at 4, which makes sense. Adrian Peterson, I think people are going to be 50-50 on him. I think they just don't really, none of us know what to expect, and especially with a new team. We don't know how he's going to perform, basically missing a whole year. DeMarco Murray, without hitting a team, is the 6th pick in this draft. And New Bills running back LeSean McCoy is 7th. So those are just some early ideas. And of course, this isn't a PPR league, so obviously the wide receivers aren't valued as high. But if you're expecting to land Bell, Lynch, Murray, and LeSean McCoy, yeah, they're the first 7 picks off the board here, and assume at least Bell, Lacey, Jamal Charles. I mean, these are all, you're probably going to see a lot of this in some kind of maybe mixed order. Maybe Matt Forte falls a little more this year, but I think this is pretty consistent of what you can expect until we see what happens with the draft, until we see what happens in the preseason, until we see free agency, what happens. So, like I said, that's just early looks at what people are doing. So, as the season goes on, we'll do more of these, make them more intense, but just wanted to give everybody an early look. And you can do this at fantasyfootballcalculator.com, and you can kind of customize what kind of drafts you do. You can do 2 quarterbacks. You can do all kinds of stuff. So thanks for checking out the video, and see you guys.